Stephen James is a qualified teacher, chairman of Conservative Friends of Education and director of the think tank Union Blue, joins me now. Do you think teachers should go on strike? Mr. James, good morning.
Good morning, Nick. Absolutely not. I don't think they should be going on strike and using children's education and their prospects as a bargaining chip. I think is abhorrent, and it shouldn't be happening at all.
How else are they going to make their point known that some of their number are making around £28,000 a year, which I'm sure you accept is not a huge salary for such an important post?
No, and you've made this point before, and I'm kind of reflecting back to when I left the army back in 2010, retrained as a teacher. 2013 I started, 21 grand a year I started, and now it's 30. So, I think 10 years ago it was 21, now it's 30. I think, let's put that in perspective, I think that's a pretty good salary for somebody. I mean, I was a mature student at the time, but somebody leaving university at 21, starting on 30 grand a year, I think is pretty good.
One of the other arguments the union makes that is that A, that morale is bad, and B, it's difficult to retain teachers, and C, it's difficult to attract teachers. Do you recognise that in the common rooms that you visit?
Look, absolutely. I mean, it's been backed up by the stats being released by government as well. But I also think that, the teaching profession itself needs to look inward. You can't keep blaming, the Conservative Party and government for every single thing that's going wrong in education, because ultimately they need to take charge.
They have been in power for 13 years, of course, Mr. James.
Yeah, absolutely. And they need to be taking and the government needs to take responsibility as well. But what I'm saying is teachers need to be taking responsibility too, with a professional body that actually stands up for them, that isn't political, that is evidence-based, and that is going to be pushing ideas to, create a more efficient education system, pushing ideas to look after teachers' well-being, to be looking after retention, recruitment. We need a professional body to be doing this sort of thing. So, where we've got, Comrade Courtney and, Bolshevik Boustead,
These are union leaders, make the point.
Constantly agitating all the time.
Stephen, I'm grateful. I must leave it there. Stephen James, thank you. You are a teacher. You are chairman of Conservative Friends of Education and director of the think tank Union Blue. Listening to that